everyone, this is Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. I'm glad that you're here. Today I'm going to put together my day in the life for Ali Edwards 2023. So the one that just took place April 1st. Ali Edwards likes to do lenses to capture her days, and this one was completely different in that we captured the day according to colors. And I'd love to know how it went for you guys if you did it in the comment section. For me, being honest, I felt like I didn't do as well as I usually do documenting the day. I don't know if I zoned out or what it was, but I just felt like I didn't take a lot of good photos and I didn't really capture as much of the day as I could have. So, you know, I captured what I could. I have it, you know, right here at the end of my desk. You can't really see it, but I have all the different piles, red, yellow, green, and so on. The only color I skipped was orange. I really did not find anything orange, and I didn't want to like force myself to figure it out when there really wasn't a picture. Also wanted to mention, I showed this a year ago. I checked in my playlist, but this is my Day in the Life album. I'm almost ready for a second album, but one of the things that I added to this that I'm going to work on off camera, because it's going to be very tedious using the double-sided tape, is these dividers. I wanted to add these in for the different years. So I have 2012. They are December daily numbers, and I just die cut them twice, and like I said, adhere them down with double-sided tape, which is going to be quite a process, but I'm excited to have the years in there. So I have 2012, and then the next one is going to be 2013. I just started pulling together the pieces for that, since I do want to go back and finish, you know, every day in the life that I've ever participated in, because I've taken the photos, I've taken some notes, I just have to pull it all together. So here is 2013. I had just got out of the hospital. I was pregnant with my daughter, and I had a massive blood clot, a DVT. So I was not like my best. So there's a lot of great photos of my son and my husband chasing the trash truck, and I have pulled together some pieces for that, and I need to just finish printing, and then I can put it together and add it in here. After that, there's a big gap all the way to 2018. So I have a big chunk missing, and that's what I'd like to eventually fill in. I do have one of the days from 2019, and I just found scraps of transparencies that I had laying around. So I put that in there. And then I do have a 2020, another transparency left over. And then 2021, I thought about not adding a divider and maybe just putting the year. I may still do that, but then it'll kind of throw everything off. So I haven't decided. But the reason is because of this big old laminated page that I did. And I just stuck in some vellum. And the next one is 2022. And this one was a very small piece of scrap transparency, but it's just gonna have to work. Okay, so that is a little peek in my Day in the Life album, and I love having it all in this one spot. So I have that. Now I'm going to kind of show you the pieces I have for this project. Now, like I said, it took me a little while to get going on this project, but I've got the pieces. I'm just going to put it together, and you know, like I said, I'm not exactly happy with what I got, but I did document the day, so I'm just going to bring it together the best that I can and call it good enough, right? Because that's what matters. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to voiceover and get started on this project.
Okay, so my first step is obviously to punch the holes in these outside the page protector things, but I did want to say that maybe, you know, just like all of us can be, maybe I'm a little hard on myself because I did document a really fantastic, great day, and I'll explain it as I go on, but I also think that maybe I didn't document as much because I was just living the day and just enjoying the day. Weekends for me can always be a little tricky because it's just me and the kids, sometimes most of the weekends. And so I always want to focus on having a good day with the kids. And so maybe that's why I didn't document. So it's just something that I'm analyzing. I don't know why, but I'm analyzing it. So I took the Everyday Colors chipboard and stamped April on a label and called that good enough. And right after that is going to be the start of red. The other really fantastic part of this day, well, there was two fantastic parts, but the best one was that my son wanted to celebrate his birthday at the Sac Republic soccer game, and he wanted to bring two of his friends for his birthday. So more of an experience for his birthday, and we were able to do that. My husband and I picked up the boys, and we took all of them to the game. And so when I took their photo, it was the background was Sac Republic and it was red. So that's really cool, and it's such a great way to start this day. I did decide to use the Everyday Color stamp set with the little wonky squares, and I'm going to use that, I think, in almost every single journaling card and just use a marker. Yellow was a little trickier. My energy drink is yellow, so I took a really kind of, to me, fancy photo with the perspective that I chose, and I decided to leave it 4x4 because I could not get it to be horizontal, and I didn't have any other horizontal photos. So what I'm going to do for this photo is just add some paper and go ahead and add some stamping in two different colors, and you'll see that in just a second. For the journaling, I did a row of wonky circles up in that yellow journaling box. Now, when I put the 4x4 photo on a scrap piece of paper, I didn't think about it, but I need white paper in order to stamp on it well. So I had to go back and add some more paper on top of the scrap piece of paper. But it worked out. I was able to stamp These Colors Tell a Story, and then another sentiment that's a little lighter color on the top and the bottom. And then I filled in the wonky circles with my marker. I could have stamped them in yellow ink or whatever the color was, but I decided it would be more fun to color with markers. And I don't know if I already said that, but anytime I can use markers, I feel like I get excited to use markers. It's just fun. So now we're going to do green, and I have a close-up of our remote control basket that is like this obnoxious bright green, but it makes sure that we keep all our remotes in there. And I also have a close-up of my daughter's spearmint plant that she had started growing. And I also decided to include kind of a shot of my daughter in the greenery section at Joann's. Even though it wasn't all green, it worked well enough, and so I used that. So those are the three different photos, and I stamped Moments Matter on the greenery photo since my daughter and I enjoyed a conversation in the greenery. She was telling me that she wanted some fake florals, but then she kind of changed her mind, but she really did enjoy looking at all the different florals and different types of them, which she doesn't normally like to do that, so it was cool. We went out that day and that morning to run kind of a bunch of errands and get some stuff for my husband's birthday. So we were getting that stuff, and then I also went to Joann's to get new black ink. So we were all kinds of different places, just trying to make sure we have a good day. So my original intention for this when I planned it out digitally was that the blue section was going to be on the right-hand side and a large photo of the outside sky was going to be on the left-hand side. That didn't work out, so I'm kind of pivoting my plan now and changing it to make it work. This Today paper, I put in 5 different stories about our day using the clear sticker paper. And I just talked about how we like to start our weekends off slow and getting dressed and conquering the dishes, the different errands that we ran, and how even to this day, going to the store with my kids can be quite an endeavor. Even with my teenager, he is hilarious. And, you'll see a photo of him in the white section, but he just sat on some toilet paper rolls and was like, "Look, Mom, it's a throne." And I totally blend in with my outfit. It's just hilarious. You never know what you're going to get. And my daughter was like pinching her brother, and it's always hilarious to take my kids to the store. and kind of stressful too, let's be honest. So I've got the blue down. Blue includes our electric car and how I call it Robo, because it reminds me of a robot from the kids show from a really long time ago. So I got a close-up of that along with the cat food, and then looking up at the sky Saturday morning when I was talking to my friend on the phone. Still, to this day, cannot talk on the phone without my kids kind of freaking out. So I just step outside and it all works out. So to the back of this today, I put that sky photo, and now instead of the blue, it's going to have the pink section. So what I'm going to do to kind of tie them together is add the pink chipboard on the left-hand side. Now the photos I got for pink were a close-up of one of the florals at Joann's, my energy drink, and also the sunset at the soccer game. So those are the different ones. And then I'm going to go ahead and do another long border with the wonky squares, just like I did in yellow. And I'm also going to stamp current pieces of the story, which I also stamped on the red section, which is totally fine. I'm okay with repeating the different ones. For the journaling, I just talked about how pink is not a color you see much in this house, and I think, as far as I know, pink is considered a more feminine color, maybe, and my daughter and I are not pink type girls, so there's just not a lot of pink around here, but I did find some, like I said, at the florals. I was wanting to get some of those florals. They looked so cool, the ones in the bottom left corner, and I also grabbed a photo of my energy drink mix that I love to have instead of, like, say, a actual energy drink. So I think what I have is a little bit better. I don't know. Probably still all not good for you, but whatever. All right, so the black section, I'm actually going to have several photos from my son and his friends and their get-together. I did include one photo of my ink and my new sneakers that I had, so I had to include that. Feels like it's a little out of place, but that's okay. I also had one extra spot, so I just grabbed some black cardstock, and I will use that along with a chipboard that says, "So glad to know you in life." And then below that, I'll put this experience. Now, I was supposed to end this day in the life with the black, I believe, or something got wonky, but I did not want to put the white section on a page. Like, I wanted it to be in a page protector. That way the whole design was consistent. So I went ahead and took these two photos of my son and his friends, cut them up to fit in the 3x4 page protector. And you can see over on the right hand side, I made a cluster with word phrases and chipboard pieces. That way it kind of ties the two photos together. So I just had to pivot a little on my design, and that totally worked out and was totally fine. And as far as the stamping on the black card, I just did love this story detail and put 2 squares on each side. So that worked out fantastic. I was able to fix the design. All right, so white, that was kind of easy for me because my books are white. I didn't include this in the photos, but my headphones are white, and then my water jug is white. I also talked about my journaling, how I'm always fighting with my water jug because it goes so slow, and it's like I need so much water, but it's never filling it up. And then if you caught it real quick, you saw my son on the floor. I think he was pretending to be like 5 again and tired of shopping. So he thinks he's hilarious, like I said, thinks he's so funny. So now I'm going to put these back into the album, and then I'm going to decide to add some word phrase stickers. I love word phrase stickers, and I have so many. So I figured, you know what, let's just see if I can add some with the different colors. I'm just gonna flip back to the beginning and add a few. So on this photo of my son and his friend, I put "love this" just right in the middle. And the yellow stickers, I was actually really happy to add those because it just added a little something extra to that 4x4 photo. And I think the sticker I chose was "It's a good day to have a good day." So that worked out perfect for that 4x4 card. And then the other one I picked for green was spring, of course, because it was an up close of a plant. And on the blue ones, I added several stickers. On the Robo car, I added today, let's go. And the cats, I added morning routines because goodness gracious, if we forget the cat's food, oh my goodness. One of them will start flipping it over. The other one will start meowing and crying. Cannot forget the cat food in the morning. Below the pink chipboard, I put get outside, and then I put another sticker on the pink sunset. And now I'm going to flip through it and show you the entire thing, and I absolutely love Day in the Life. It's such a wonderful project, and I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing it come together. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Have a wonderful day. Bye.